Namaste children, welcome back. Today we are in heredity and evolution, day 2. So what we have learned, sexual reproduction is the main essence for the generation of variations. And I have given some small homework, but I did not give clarity how to do the homework. Okay, so here I have given this clarity. Just you see that what you have to do. Okay. So characters. What characters? I mentioned 3 characters. One is earlobe character. Then second one is thumb, whether it can bend or not. Then rolling tongue. Rolling tongue, this is thumb and earlobe. 3 characters I gave. And here 2 more I have given. Once you check it, make like a tabular form in this way. Characters in me, in my father or mother, in my grandfather or grandmother, like this. So what is that first one? Color of the eye. That black ball we will call cornea. That one. What is your color? What is your parent? Father or mother? And grandfather and grandmother. With whose color it is matching or with whose color it is not matching. Both you mention. Then color of the hair. So what is the color of the hair generally? Red and dark color. Okay. So that you mention. Even here you can mention the texture of the hair also. What do you mean by texture of the hair? Silky hair, blonde hair, next bouncy hair or curly hair, like that different types. So if you know, you write, otherwise leave it. Just color of the hair you mention. Then type of earlobe, attached earlobe or free earlobe. Okay, attached or free. Mentioned clearly. Then fourth one, thumb. Then fifth one is rolling tongue. So these things in me, how whether you can roll the tongue or not, in your father and mother can roll their tongue or not, and parents or grandparents also. So mention like that, yes or no or yes, whatever it may be, mention that. Okay. Then next, Gregor Johann Mendel. Who was this Gregor Johann Mendel? He has done lot of experiments on heredity. So he born in the year 1822. That's why he will be considered as 19th century person. So in that 1822 he born, and 1849 like that he has done lot of experiments on pea plant. P-E-A-P. Pea plant. So pea plant means mutter we call now. In that mutter plant he has done lot of experiments. What he has done, that we will learn. So still his contributions or his experiments are still becoming the pioneering work for all the geneticists. So what he has done, first what are the inherited traits, what are the acquired traits, and how variations will be generated, and all this he has done lot of experiments. Next I am sharing a small link with you. So in that link, if you click, you will go to the YouTube, and 2.5 minutes a small video is there about Mendel. So understand about him. Then what are the things he observed in pea plant? Why he selected only pea plant? Generally plant means we will take rose plant or jasmine plant or something which is freely available and everybody knows. But why he has chosen pea plant? Because pea plant is bisexual flower. You understood bisexual. What do you mean by bisexual? Both male and female reproductive organs are present in the same flower. And its lifespan, annual plant, biennial plant, you learnt, perennial plant, like that. It is an annual plant. 3.5 months its a lifespan. Then, and it can be grown in any type of soil. And what is another point? It is bisexual flower, no? As I said previously, it is bisexual flower, but what is the advantage of it? It can accept even cross fertilization. It can accept cross fertilization and self pollination also. So both it can accept. That was the great quality of a pea plant, and it can be easily sown, and it can be, its lifespan is less, and lot of variations, visible variations. What do you mean by visible variations? Like 2 rose plants, if you see, one is red one and one is white one, immediately you will say, yes madam, this is red rose, then this is white rose, but both are roses. But you can say clearly rose flower. You pick a rose flower and bring. If I ask, what you will ask me? White or red, you will ask. So there is a visible variation. Clearly both rose plants you know. I asked rose flower also you know. But you want a clarity. What clarity? Which color I want. So that is called visible variation. Red is different from white. White is different from red. like that. So how many visible variations in pea plant he observed? 7 pairs of visible contrasting characters he observed. What are those? I will give in a tabular form, right? Here, before going to this variations in pea plant, first we will learn two words, that is dominant trait and recessive trait. What do you mean by dominant trait? The trait which will get expressed is called a dominant, and the quality which is hidden inside is called a recessive. You will understand once the lesson continues, no? You will understand. You need not become panic for that. Okay? Now, so dominant trait means which is clearly visible, and recessive trait means which is hidden is called a recessive trait. Okay? Now, you see how many characters he observed? 7 pairs. See, first, color of the flower. In pea plant, he observed color of the flower. Dominant is purple. Purple color is dominant. And recessive trait is white. So, when purple color is there, can white be seen? No, not seen. Next, position of the flower. So, this position of the flower I will try to explain. Here you see, this is a small twig I brought. Here, terminal means at the tip of the branch. Tip of the branch if it grows, this is called a terminal. So, terminal is which one? Recessive trait. And axil means from this axils, any part from here, the sides, if it comes, this is called axil. If you see show flower plants are terminal plants, terminal flowers. So, remaining flowers generally will give axil. See, this is rose. Rose will give in axils, but show flower will give terminal. You can observe clearly, okay? Once you go to your garden now, you can understand clearly, right? Next, color of the seed. That mutter I called no. That mutter, generally yellow color is dominant. Generally it will be yellow in color. Recessive trait is green in color. Then shape of the seed. Generally the shape will be round. Seed will be round, no? Or sometimes it may be wrinkle. Wrinkle means like a dry, like plasmalized seed like. That is called wrinkle. Wrinkle is recessive trait. Then shape of the pod. Pod means kaya antam kada, kaya. A kaya. Mutter. This pod, the shape of the pod is inflated. Inflated means nicely good bulged structure. Constricted. Constricted means like this. This is constricted, this is inflated. I think I am clear. Next, color of the pod. This pod, the outside skin is there now. About this he observed. What is this green color? Opposite to seed color. You see, this is seed is yellow and pod is green, dominant. And this is reverse. Yellow is recessive. Here green is dominant. This is seed, this is pod. Idi ginja, idi kaya. Clear. Next, length of the stem. Generally tall will be the dominant and short will be recessive. So this is easily you can explain. One plant is tall, you think. Then I have shortness in me. If the plant says, where is the shortness? Shortness is already here. Then more than that it has grown because it has tall quality also. So short is not seen when tall gene is there. Okay. So in that way the dominant and recessive traits he observed. Mendel observed. So once the lesson goes, no, you will understand all these terms clearly. You need not worry. But what is my point? This everyone by heart. I wanted to give a small test in this dominant and recessive traits. Okay. Right children. Thank you.